Now, welcome back to our Post 1 tutorial. I'm still solving questions on area and then perimeter of what. And then this is one of the vacation assignment, yes. So open your eyes and then look at the question carefully. Now, the length of a diagonal, the diagonals of a rhombus are 6 centimeters and 9 centimeters respectively. And then we have to find correct to three significant figures. One, the perimeter of the rhombus, and then two, the area of the heart of the rhombus. Now, of course, we can just find the area of the rhombus right now without even thinking. But the most important thing is how we can find the perimeter of the rhombus. Now, don't forget that rhombus is just like a square with all the sides equal. It's a slant square with all the sides equal. So if here is x, here's supposed to be, here's supposed to be, here's supposed to be s. Yeah, so the perimeter of a rhombus is 4x. If I use L to represent the length, then it's supposed to be 4L. Yes. Now, what is the area of a square? If rhombus, a rhombus is what? It is the base times the perpendicular height. Yes. The base times what? Perpendicular height. Or in terms of diagonals, area of a rhombus is half of what? The product of the diagonals. Half of what? Product of what? The diagonals. So we multiply the diagonals, we divide it by 2, then we get what? The area of what? The rhombus. So it is all simple. Now, so let's identify a rhombus. So let's see how we can solve this one. We can find one of the sides, because before we can find a perimeter, we need one of the sides of the what? Of the rhombus. So let's see. Now let me consider this one as my rhombus. So I want to solve for one, the perimeter. I need to solve for the side. Now let me consider the rhombus. Now let's say this one is my rhombus. Now all the sides are the same. Here is x, here is x, here is x, and here is what? X. What are the diagonals? Now this one is one diagonal. This one is the other diagonal. Don't forget the one is longer than one. And the diagonals meet at an angle of what? 90 degrees. So let's say this one is a diagonal 9 centimeters. And then this one diagonal 6 centimeters. Now don't forget that they are going to meet at a particular point. So if this one is 6 centimeters, then here will be 3 centimeters, this side will be 3 centimeters. Now if this one is the 9 centimeters, 6 divided by 2 is what? 3. Now if this one is the 9 centimeters, then here supposed to be 9 divided by 2. Here supposed to be 9 divided by what? 2 centimeters. You get it? Now, when we get something like this, now this one forms an angle of 90 degrees. You get it? This one, it forms an angle of 90 degrees. So therefore, this one becomes a Pythagoras theorem. It becomes a Pythagoras theorem, where this side, the side becomes a hypotenuse. Don't forget, an answer we're going to get for this one, the same answer for this one. Don't forget, it is 9 centimeters. This line divides the diagonals into 2. Open your eyes well. Now, so what we're going to do is that we have to solve for the hypotenuse here, that is the x. Now, how do you solve for the hypotenuse? The x squared is equals to what? Sum of the squares of the other two sides. We're going to have 3 squared plus what? 9 over 2 what? Over 2 squared. So we have x squared is equals to what? 9 plus what? 81 over 4. So we have x squared is equals to what? This one will give us what? Now you can point this one calculator. We have what? We have 9 plus 81 over 4. Now this one give us 117 out of 4. Now this part we can find the what? The square root of 117 out of what? 4. What are you going to get? Don't forget, we can't introduce plus or minus because the side is supposed to be positive. Yes, positive. So let's find root of the answer. Now this one will give me 5.4083. Now let me leave it to 4 decimal places. Now I'm leaving the answer to 4 decimal places. Now this one will be the x. Yes. Now how do we find the perimeter A? The perimeter is 4x. So 4 times the x is what? 5.4083. Now multiply this, what are you going to get? Now 4 times 5.083. We are going to get 21.633 perimeter centimeters. Now we are to correct it to 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures was 21.6 centimeters. This one is to 3 significant figures. You see how simple it is? Yes, you need to solve for what? The other side of the rectangle. The other side of the rhombus, yes. The other side of the rhombus, which will give you a Pythagoras theorem. You Pythagoras to solve it, and we're done. Now let's solve for the area of the rhombus. Now B, area is equal to 1/2 times what? The product of the two diagonals, the product of the diagonals. Half times what? The product of the what? The diagonals. Half times product. Now we have half times the diagonals. We have 6 and then 9. So I'll have 6 times 9. So what are we going to give 1 out of 2? Now 6 going to 2 going to the 6 how many times? 3 times. So 3 times 9. Now 3 times now will give us centimeters what? Squared. Now so to 3 significant figures is supposed to be 27.0 centimeters what? Square. I think it's so simple, right? It is not anything difficult. Yes, you just have to be solving more questions. Know the formula and then be solving more questions. Yes, and always go with your calculator. You get it. Now make sure you like the video and then leave more likes. Now with this one, make sure you go and solve some questions and the Rhombus. Yes. See you in the next video. Bye bye.